Hi everybody, I'm Bobby Ogilvy, Project Manager and Professional Coach. How much does business coaching cost? So if you've seen some of these other videos, you know that the right answer is 150 to 300. Sorry, I'll say that again more slowly. 150 to 300 per hour is the average for coaching, right? Business coaching, I would say, is really popular right now, and I would say part of that is because startups are very popular right now, as well as lots of people who are maybe they're just, I would describe them as like freelancers or kind of solo entrepreneurs. And they know their craft well, right? They know their graphics, or they do their intuitive readings, or it's accounting work, or any number of just individual things they're good at doing, right? But they're still learning how to grow a business around that. So yeah, business coaching I would say is very popular right now, and yeah, it fits in that price range of 150 to 300 per hour. Again, I'll mention around the pricing and packages and the way you want to format, or your options for pricing this. You have, per session hourly rate, and that would be your 150 to 300. You have a monthly rate, and so the question is how many sessions are included in that month, right? And then you have your package rate, which is multiple months, and you probably want to throw other perks in there. But yeah, that can also certainly fit within business coaching. Now, if you've watched some of the other videos, you know that the highest and the most high-priced, most well-paid coaching is executive coaching, right? And then long-term, that some to a lesser degree associated with that might be things like managerial or leadership coaching, right? So business coaching is in the same, I would say, theme of that, right? But I would say it's more on the low end. So it does fit that 150 to 300 per hour. I could think of perhaps no one off the top of my head that would call themselves a business coach and be charging like 500 per hour, right? And again, this is another point when I want to say, avoid the life coaches, because they're the people that, again, they're kind of faux psychotherapists, which is an ethical misconduct issue. But second of all, it just means they're not clear on what their pain point is, they're not clear about what their strengths are and how their strengths play to solving that pain point for their target market. So avoid your life coaches or life/business coaches. In general, with coaching, you want someone that has experience. The more they can talk about past clients and past successes, the better. Is it necessarily critical that they've grown and had a business acquired? I would say probably not, but you want to know that whatever you're coming to them for, they have the expertise to solve, right? So if it's, I want to know how to do online marketing, or I want to know how to solo run a business, just me and maybe some on-demand freelancers I hire online from scratch, right? Or I want to know how to, I now have 3 teams under me, I want to know how to, that's more management coaching, but I want to structure processes so I know how to run this, right? Okay, great. Or, and there could be lots of other particular things. You want to know that they have enough experience in that area that they can help with that. Business coaching of all the different kind of titles around coaching. So obviously life coaching is the term you want to avoid. But I would say business coaching would be the next step down, because again, business is this big blanket catch-all word. So get more specific. Are you good at sales? Are you good at aspects of management? Are you good at kind of processes and operations, or kind of projects and strategy? I would say you want to be broad enough that there's kind of a small cluster, a small theme that you work on, and you want to be specific enough that they can read this. If you think of your target market reading this, they can read these pain points and say, oh yeah, that's me. I got one of those. Yeah, I have this pain point, right? Business is a bit too broad and too vague, but if you could say something like, do you want to grow your business, for 500% in the next 12 months with online marketing? Okay, yeah, great. Or, are you trying to scale up your workforce and, hire new people and expand your locations? Yeah, okay, yeah, people, operations, okay, great. That's a pain point, right? So I would think about it in particular pointed ways like that. I have one friend he doesn't call himself a coach, he's a consultant, right? And he does particularly quality process engineering, right? So it's quality management systems, all sorts of things like that. So, he works with like lab tech companies or mining companies and things like that. And that's what they hire him for, right? Setting up these quality management systems. So he's very pointed about it, right? And you could think about lots of other use cases where, oh, I want to map out some process around this. He would be like, no, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like a lab PhD level chemist person. I work in these areas. I don't care about your whatever your other process management stuff is. Like I do this particular pinpointed thing, right? So I would say that if you're thinking about going into business coaching, figure out what those problems that you could solve incredibly well are, and then just do it better than anyone else. I'm Bobby Ogilvy, project manager and professional coach.